everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. This is Joy Deadline Day.
After more than 2 months, the Ghana Premier League transfer window shuts tonight. Some clubs have been very busy in the market, reinforcing their squads ahead of the new season, which gets underway in the second week of November. Thus far, Kotoko, King Faisal, and Ashanti Gold have made the most signings, bringing in as many as 10 players. The Porcupine Warriors have signed Brazilian Fabio Gama on a free transfer. The 28-year-old becomes the 8th signing of the club in the ongoing transfer window, which shuts tonight.
Hello everyone, I'm Fabio Gama and I am very happy and very excited to join this great club as an Kotoko for many fans. I'm sure that together with a lot of work and dedication, we will have a great season of success. We are Porcupine.
Asante Kotoko have already signed Andrews Apel, Abdul Latif Nabila, Evans Adomako, Kwame Opoku, Razak Abalora, Yusuf Mubarak, Emmanuel Sakode, and Patrick Asma. Ghanaian powerhouse Suffolk have signed winger Patrick Razak on a 3-year deal. He is expected to boost the Ghanaian Giants ahead of the start of the new season. Justice Blay seems to be staying at Mediama for the upcoming season, despite all the rumors of the star midfielder missing. As the clock ticks, anything is possible. However, the biggest news most Ghanaians are looking forward to is Legon Cities FC announcing the signing of Asamoah Gyan. Various media reports suggest the deal is done, with Gyan set to pocket an astounding $1 million. Suffolk, Kotoko, Mediama, Great Olympics, Abusian Dwarfs, Legon Cities, Adiana Stars, Bechem United, Brekum Chelsea, Ashanti Gold, King Faisal, Karela United, Techiman 11 Wonders, Wafa, Dreams FC, Liberty Professionals, and Amino Sharks. Which of these clubs will be embarking on a last-minute scramble to get those final few faces under the welcome sign? Tonight, on the Joy Transfer Deadline Day show, Joy Sports will be guiding you through the big moves, late deals, and probable lineups for the various 18 clubs, live on JoyNews. It's the Transfer Countdown.
The last time the Ghana Premier League came to us was very long ago, too long ago. And that's why we are all looking forward to the big kickoff on November the 13th. But just like any serious league knows and has practiced for years, we have a transfer window to contend with. The transfer window essentially gets every team in shape, tests their buying power, gets fans angry at their team or happy with their team, and sets us rolling into what should be an enthralling 2020-21 season. Hello and welcome to Ghana's first ever transfer deadline show, and it could only be on JoyNews. I'm Gary L. Smith.
And I'm George Addo Jr. We're so excited to be with you this night because we're counting down to the end of this transfer window. Quite a number of Ghana Premier League clubs have done some business, but we are here to ask the questions and provide the answers. How many players have moved from one club to another? How much did they move for? And what should we expect from these teams when the Ghana Premier League comes around? That's why we have put together a fantastic team of Ghana Premier League experts, plus what we've got here at Joy Sports. So much to look forward to today. But of course, Gary, it's just about the right time then to talk about how you can get into the show, because we are absolutely interactive and you are part of this show, Gary.
Indeed. This show is yours because, just like you, we want to be able to be empowered to talk about the Ghana Premier League properly. We've all complained that we don't know who the players are, how the teams line up, and so on and so forth. Which is why on Facebook, we are streaming now on JoyNews. Just like on all our shows, you can comment under the Facebook live stream, or you can head over to our Twitter, that's at Joy Sports GH. Use the hashtag Joy Deadline Day. I see it on your screen there. Tweet at us, we will read them and get your opinions as well. Alternatively, you can just use the hashtag Joy Sports, which is the generic one we use for all our stuff. And today we are activating our WhatsApp line as well, and there it is on your screen, 0540-109-009. This is the Joy Deadline Day.
And we're excited to tell you that we have actually collaborated with quite a number of important stakeholders. The Ghana Football Association are right behind us all the way through, and that's why you'll be seeing some of our graphics right on the Ghana Football Association Twitter handle. But your source is at Joy Sports GH. Well, we're giving you everything. Our online team is right on point to give you everything, and it's so special to know that the Ghana Premier League clubs and everyone concerned about the Ghana Premier League, Gary, are right behind us tonight.
Yes, we have to say thank you before we forget to do that before the show ends, to all the Ghana Premier League clubs who have been absolutely phenomenal with giving us information that we need, and also to the Ghana Football Association who have given us access to their transfer, their TMS. Yes, that they call it.
Matching system.
Yes,
all the IT guys.
System and their IT guys to be able to bring you up-to-date information so that you are given the right information. So just down there, where usually you would see our top news items, we have taken over and overtaken, and you can see all the top news stories there as well. So if you have to go and get a drink and come back and you miss anything, you will get the headlines of who has joined which club there as well.
We have surprises for you on the show because we're chasing the big news. What is happening to Asamoah Gyan and Legon Cities? All of that will be revealed right here on the show. Plus, what have your clubs been doing throughout this, Gary? It will be special at this point to hear from the man who rules Ghana football at the moment.
Yes.
Let you know what you're missing.
Kedu Kraku was kind enough to tell us that he will be watching. So if the GFA president is watching, what's your excuse?
Happy about this development. Again, it points to the creativity and the passion levels that you have at multimedia, and the fact that you always want to be one step ahead of the entire nation. Our football association will be very supportive of this. Our clubs are very busy. Naturally, the Ghanaian, in quote, loves to do late deals, especially in the football industry. And most of the clubs in the Premier League, in Division 1, and even in the Women Premier League are very active. I know of a few clubs who are going to make big announcements soon. And no, you're not coming from Dreams FC, so don't worry. So let's be on the lookout, and I'll be listening. And I'll be watching the multimedia platforms for the exclusives.
Right.
Ketu Kraku. Hi, Ket.
Hello, Ket.
Hi, Ket.
Game changer. What's up?
Hi. Charlie, give us some shout out.
Yeah.
And please, I mean, send some food here. You know, when we finish,
right.
we tire small.
Oh, the meat.
Send some food here. I prefer chicken and kinky and chicken, right?
I'll just take some tea, it's fine.
But we have just about 90 minutes on this show. We are not doing it alone. We have experts because what do we know? Let's introduce you to our guys.
Joining us right now.
Hello.
Oh. Hello, everybody. Just give us a wave. How you guys doing?
Hi.
Gary, well, let's start from the... Okay, let's start with Muftar Nabila. He's in the Kumasi Asante Kotoko jersey. And it is because...
Next week
Friday, he's the man in charge, the man who will be anchoring the Kumasi Asante Kotoko edition of our Ghana Premier League Primus. Muftar, say hello to us. How are you doing? Okay.
Pleasure to be here. All the Ghana football.
Okay, good. Right. Chief Seydou Adamu joins us. He is the chief editor for 442 Ghana. I was telling him this afternoon, they are doing such a good job that we have to make it 553 if there's a chance to do that. Seydou, how are you doing this evening?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm poised for action.
Good stuff. And then again, we've got James Soa, one of the guys who have really done a good job, you know, in activating the whole move when it came to online content with the Ghana Premier League. James Toa with Ghana Premier League Live joins us this evening. How are you doing, James?
Hi, George.
Good. Good to have you there. I think we know we have to fix something right there. Felix Romack as well. He's been working alongside James with the Ghana Premier League Live. They have a fantastic website. I'm sure we'll be getting onto that the whole of the Premier League season. How are you doing, Felix?
I'm doing great, George.
Excellent. Nuhu Adams, our colleague from Insure FM. I refer to him as African football expert and the Ghana Premier League expert as well. Loves the game than ever. Nuhu, thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing?
Very fine, George.
Good.
Everything is cool here. We are poised for action.
That's right.
Somebody call him. So essentially, we'll be dividing the analysis among these fine gentlemen. George,
we've got two more though.
Yeah, we've got two more.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's not done. So Muftar will be handling Liberty.
He's got Dreams FC, he's got
Dreams FC as well, and a couple of others.
Seydu is on the western line. He's doing the Karela, the Medium AC, the Great Olympics. James will be keeping close tabs on what's happening in the central region. He's got the Dwarfs and the Amino Sharks. Felix Romack, of course, has got in his bag a bit of Accra Hartsville and Inter Allies. Nuhu Adams is going to be taking charge of Ashanti Gold. So much to come from there as well. Kid Faisal is keeping his close tabs on that one as well. But tonight we know if there's going to be big news. It will be coming from one. They're supposed to be the youngest club, I think.
Yes.
But they look like they are trying to take things away. It's just like how Jacob took everything away from Bishou.
Yeah.
Legon Cities.
So as you may have heard in the last couple of weeks, it's been trending that Asamoah Gyan, Ghana's top scorer, Black Stars level, one of the greatest strikers we've ever produced, is likely to sign for Legon Cities FC, formerly known as WA All Stars. So we'll be looking forward to an announcement if that's going to happen, and we'll also tell you what it means in terms of their starting lineup if Asamoah Gyan should play. So stay with us. This is by way of introduction here on the Joy Deadline Day. And this is where we are cooking the start to the Ghana Premier League. This coming Saturday from 7:30 to 9 p.m. on the JoyNews channel and Joy FM, we've got the Transfer Countdown GPL edition. I'm Gary Al Smith and
George Addo Jr. We're looking forward to a fantastic show because we've got a lot to talk about. Why not? Quite a number of signings already. Is Asamoah Gyan going to join Legon Cities? And how much really would Legon Cities be paying for Asamoah Gyan? Are the numbers we're hearing true? We'll have to find out that. Kumasi Atlantic had managed to get in a fantastic Brazilian. How much money did they pay? He has a record of free transfers. We'll be talking about the top signings, the money side. And Gary?
Yes, so that's this and this out of the way. We can't do this without you, so we have a show heavy on your opinion across social media and also whatever, if you want to send us WhatsApp messages. So that is the fan opinion, and we have expert analysis from people across the length and breadth of the country who know the Ghana Premier League like the back of their hands. So we end it all with
the critical thing, potential starting 11s. How are your favorite teams going to look like when it starts, when the Premier League season starts? How is Arsenal looking like? How is Portugal looking like? Some of you are looking forward to that tasty fiction, Valentine's Day next year. When Arsenal wants to start.
That should be big. But in the meantime, though, please join the Joy Sports team on JoyNews channel. That's on DSTV 421, GoTV 144, and you can join the stream also on myjoyonline.com. Our YouTube channel and on Facebook also. It's the GPL Transfer Countdown.
And it's from 7:30 to 9 p.m. Do join us. Keep it.
Right, let's get right into the business. We introduced 6 of our experts. George, somebody else is joining us.
Someone else is joining us as well. We must talk about, first I have to talk about Kwame Jumo Adjumai. who is in charge of communications at Legon Cities, is here with us throughout the night. And Kwame will be just the input. Once something goes through, Kwame will tell us what the situation is.
We have only one question to ask you, Kwame. Kwame, how?
Kwame Juma. Okay, so Kwame Juma. Okay. Kwame, where are you
guys?
Okay, before Kwame comes back, I'm sure he's signing some things. He's speaking with Asamoah Gyan,
maybe.
Asa somewhere in the background there. But let's say hello to Bismarck Owusu Bempa Ayala, our colleague from Insure FM. And he's joining us here. Ayala, how are you doing this evening?
Yeah, I'm good, guys, and it's a good night.
Good.
It is indeed a great night.
Good stuff. He's got all the Kumasi Asante Kotoko news and what Gamma is doing and how much Gamma went for and all of that. We'll be looking forward to that. So, yeah, we've got a very good panel. They're right here in the background, but you want to remind us of the table and things that happened?
Yes. So, I mean, it's been a strange year. It seems like 2020 is the year that anything that could go wrong has gone wrong. And let's remind you of what the Ghana Premier League table looked like before COVID truncated it. Let's jog your memory. So, you recall that we played 15 games, right? Adriana Stars were flying. They thought that they could win the league season.
Yes.
Brecum Chelsea were second through the power of some goals from Prince Opoku-Agyeman and others. So it was 28-26. Asante Kotoko were third. Amino Sharks were having a very good season. Ash Gold were fifth. I was supporting them, remember?
Yes, you were.
I thought that they would win the league. And then Mediama were sixth as well, George. And then we went to the second part of the table.
Second part of the table. That was interesting there because Wafa, well, they struggled a bit at home. That was a bit unusual. And that should have given us an indication that was a strange year already because Wafa were not winning at home. They finished seventh. The Cape United were eighth. Accra Hearts Civil were just warming up into the season when it all truncated. Great Olympics, Oli Gbogbo, Oli Dade, Oli Kozo, Oli Julie Ju.
Oli Joy Deadline Day.
Oli was good for me last season, will be good for me this season. And of course, my darling club, Inter Allies, were in 11 wonders. We're definitely going to improve anyway. 11 wonders in 12, and then the rest of the table.
Yep. So, I mean, if you look at the way Wafa were playing, Bishou United especially, we went to check them out, Heart of Folk and others. You'll be surprised at the position of Dreams because before the start of the season, most of us thought they were going to do quite well.
Really well.
We went to check them out. Liberty Professionals also were 14th. Legon Cities, they were bringing Shatawale and all the musicians, but Chale.
If it was a musician table or excitement table, entertainment table, they won it.
Yeah, then we had Dwarves, we had Karela and Kim Faisal, who were the happiest team when COVID struck. And Alhaji Grusa said so as well on radio. So that was what the Ghana Premier League table looked like. We had a long break because football couldn't happen. The GFA cancelled the season, and we have come back again. So that is the context. Let's go on to the and get a bit of the story so far. In the transfer window. Ayala, Bismarck, let's let you do this honors for us. If you look at the transfer window, from the time the president lifted the restrictions up till now, how would you briefly describe the activity?
I think it has been very slow, in my opinion. But the clubs have done well. They've done enough. If you look at the financial stress on the clubs and how they were pushing through the FA to get stimulus packages, you will say they've been able to do one or two businesses that has really surprised me in terms of how much they put into it and the financial aspect of it. But I think overall, clubs like Legon Cities has done very well in terms of beefing up the experience that they've added. Amino Sharks shouldn't be underrated because if you look at their standing last season and what they've been able to do, it means they're going to add a lot to their team, and the quality that is coming in isn't something we can take for granted. But it seems like Bishou has also done not too well in terms of bringing in players, but Bishou and their model of promoting their youngsters. Yeah. And this time around, I speak to Prof. Darlington. I spoke to their coach Kwaku Danso, and he's promising a lot of youngsters who are going to dazzle. Kim Faisal was supposed to struggle. If you look at where they were, the motivation not to get in players, but they've been able to do one or two magic in terms of the transfer window, and that is enough. House of Folk bringing in Patrick Razak is that big. Is that big a news for House of Folk, because he was someone who was exciting to watch. The House of Folk fans loved him, and that even link with Kumasa Sante Koroko at a point in time in his career was something House of Folk supporters were not so enthused about. So from Horoya back to House of Folk, that is big. So in general, I think it has been exciting, and the enthusiasm with which the fans are waiting for the league to start and to see their new boys blend with the old guys and fight against their target of winning the Premier League is something we cannot wait.
Great. So, from Kumasi, where is Papa Poku, by the way? Where is he based?
Papa Poku, are you in Brekum? Okay, Papa has been traveling.
I'm currently here with Obed Nana Kwame Nketia at the Ahimfi Hotel in Brekum.
Wow. The man is in the source of where the documents will be signed. That's
right there.
Where he is.
Oh, great.
So we have a bulk of our guys in Accra. We have New Adams and Bismarck in Kumasi.
Hopefully join us. Nana Kwame will hopefully join us.
Oh,
okay,
fantastic.
Good.
And then Papa Poku in Brekum as well. Then Kwame Jomo is somewhere in Legon or some place like that.
Right around the Asa Circle.
It's a national show. Let's begin with you, Papa Poku. First of all, quickly, it's just about 8 o'clock in our studios here. Let's dive straight into it. Which team are you taking first?
You start with the
Let me start with Bishou United because that was my first stop on my road.
Okay, all right.
All right, so first of all, let's give you an idea. If you don't know, we understand that people say, oh, Ghana football and TRC and all that.
Yeah,
so if we are ready, let's show you where Bishou is. Papa Poku, give us a second. Where Bishou is and where you can find them on the map. Yeah, so Bishou is somewhere. George and I were there 9 months ago.
9 months ago.
Very quiet place, not much happening there. But like Ayala said in his introduction, their model is they don't want to win the league. They just want to do well enough for their players to attract European scouts.
Yes.
So they are one of the teams that regularly travel abroad, take their players onto to trials, to tours and all that. Now, you might not respect Bishou United, but trust me, their players are among some of the most exposed in the Ghana Premier League. So, Papa Poku, while you speak, we might get a few an idea of where Bishou is on the map.
Well, yes. The good news for Bishou United fans is that, but for COVID, Prince Addo Kwabena, their hitman who made the Guardian youngsters, top 50 youngsters list, would have left the country. But as a result of COVID, he's still here and he's not going anywhere. He's staying put, so he's going to play for them. And then they did not lost any of their key members except Yano, who joined Obuasi Ashanti Gold. And instead, they've gotten in Stephen Owusu-Ketri, formerly of Brekum Chelsea, who went out of the country, came back, joined Ashanti Gold, and is part of the team now. They have Sagashos Asante, who is also part of the team. So, they've brought in 4 new boys who are upbeat. You look at their chances to do well, like better than they did the other time. It is going to rest on Prince.
We hope we haven't lost.
Okay, his line just dropped. All right, okay. So we will see what the potential lineup of Bishou United will look like as well, and give you an idea of all the things he's talking about in terms of the ins and outs. But yeah, from Bishou, Papa Poku, are you back?
Yeah.
Great. Please carry on.
So we move to Brekum, and the biggest news out of Brekum tonight is that at the end of the day, we are going to see Stephen Safo's name in the Chelsea of Brekum list.
Wow.
So Stephen Safo is rejoining Brekum Chelsea.
Now let's give you an idea of who Stephen Safo is. You remember in the Chan we hosted here, he was one of the unlikely heroes of that tournament, Stephen Safo.
The Wafu. I think it was the Wafu.
No, sorry, the Wafu. The Wafu. He was one of the unlikely heroes in that tournament. And many Ghana Premier League watchers remember that, during the tournament and afterwards, he was asked about what he thought in an interview about, how players get ready and all that. And Stephen Safo said, he doesn't think that players having sex before games is a problem. And I remember that sound bite trended a lot, right?
Yeah.
Papa Poku, you remember?
I so much do.
Yeah. I think the story, a sports therapist said that it was not good for players to do that, and he said that, he had no problem with it at all. So yeah, that's Stephen Suffolk. But he's a very good player.
Very good player.
Very, very good player.
Big one for Britain.
He went out of the country and then he's back, so he's a good news for them. The other one is a big shot. We all remember the heydays of Brecum Chelsea with Mr. Treme.
Yes.
Edward Todo was at the back for them. Edward Todo is back at Brecum Chelsea. He's also been submitted for registration. At some point, Todo was one of the best defenders in the country. They signed him. The necessity for this is that you look at Brecum Chelsea, the back four that helped them last season to play second on the log, 3 of them are not around. Ahmed Adams is in Spain, Zakaria Fuseni is in Spain, and Dalad Ibrahim is back at Kotoko. So unfortunately, it can't work out for them. So these are the massive outs, but the ins, we can say that Karim Al-Hassan, formerly of Accra to Folk, had come to Brecum. Emmanuel Clote is also here, but unfortunately, it appears they can't register them. But the two certainties on their list as it stands tonight are Edward Todo and Stephen Safo.
Okay, so what we will do in this show is that when we have our analysts speak, we will immediately give you what it means in terms of their potential lineup. So let's see what Bichem United will look like before the start of the season, and it will come on your screen pretty shortly. So, no, you gave us Brecum Chelsea, yes?
Yes, Brecum Chelsea.
Okay, but let's start with Bichem United. This is what they look like.
I'd like to put Ayala on this as well. Ayala worked on this one. So Ayala, you just go on with this, your potential starting lineup. Is everything right in place? Ayala, let's hear from you.
Yeah, thank you very much, George. I think what has happened with Bichem is that though their model is around building their team from the youth side, giving them the exposure, but being very, very competitive in the league. And as your introduction depicts, they were 8th on the truncated COVID league, and that should tell you how well they were doing. Now, yes, Yawano has moved to Ashanti Gold. That's a big, big, big loss to Bichem. Augustine Randolph, the right back, has also moved out. There's this player called Denis Mojaka, who was also set to join a school in the US, who've not turned up for camp. And that is a worry for Bichem. So now they count him as among those who are going out of Bichem. But the ins, as Ata said, is Steven Owusu, formerly of Chelsea, who is a striker. Then I don't know if you remember Francis Ejay, formerly of Ashanti Gold. He went outside. Now he is in the camp of Bichem United. Now, as you know, Bichem, every season, one thing that is very, very synonymous with them is the promotion of their youth players into their first team proper. Now, have this. There's a guy who, when you go to Bichem, they call the Wonder Kid, called Benedict Osei. He plays in the number 10 role, and this time around, Bichem are ready to unleash Benedict Osei. Now, there is a Benimia who has been called at the under 17 and under 20 level of the Benin national team, called Judisai Agbesi. And when you speak to the Bichem faithfuls, he is the one coming in as replacement for Yawano, full of potential. And when it comes to one-on-one dribbles, he is one to watch in the upcoming season. Then there's an Ivorian called Yaram Amidou, who's a holding midfielder who will always be on lease, who will also be on lease by Bichem United. Then Abdul Karim Ayi, who is expected to blossom this season after playing only one game for Bichem United. So the players to watch at Bichem, you remember the good old Emmanuel Asante, who played at Bichem, came to Kumasi Asante Koroko. Now he's back at left back for Bichem. So as you put on the screens, the expected 11 of Bichem is going to be goalkeeper Daniel Afezi, who have been in the foes. He's now topping Prince Asempa, who was the usual suspect in post. Now Daniel Afezi seems to be in form, and coach Kweku Danso is expected to start him should anything start. Insiakoka on the right hand side, Emmanuel Asante on the left. Then the centre back pair is going to be the guy who doesn't really have the limelight, but he was one of the best centre backs in the Premier League, I'm talking about Charles Amponsa Bosompim. I remember the game against Aduana Stars. And after the game, all the Aduana forwards, including Yaya Mohammed, was asking Prof. Darlington, who is this Charles Amponsa guy who didn't let me have any free day on the pitch? And he will combine with Kofi Agbesime in that partnership at the heart of defense for Bishou United. Now, when you come to the midfield, the main man to do the do is Mohamed Adamu, who will play as the holding midfielder for Bishou United alongside Moro Salifu in that midfield. On the left-hand side is Judiskai Agbesi, who I've already mentioned, as the replacement for Yawano. And on the right will be Charles Mensah, then Hafiz Puta Konkoni alongside Prince Edu Kwabena. So these are the men that are expected to start the league in their first starting 11 for Bishou United. If you ask me about key players, I've already mentioned Judisai Agbesi, who is expected to blossom, dribble, and make some name. Probably the new Adebayo of our league will come from Bishou and in the shape of Agbesi.
Let it be said. Let it be said that the nickname was first given by Bismarck Osu Bempa of Bishou. Please, this one, it's on record, so that nobody takes it away from you. What did he say again? The new what?
Adebayo.
The new Adebayo.
The new Adebayo.
So please take it.
Agbesi.
Wow, take out.
Gary, so let's go back to Brecum Chelsea.
Let's go back to Brecum Chelsea.
Let's find them on the map first.
Let's find them on the map, just in case, Charlie, people, a lot of our viewers have not been out of Accra, yeah?
See, it was good with travel. It was good to see.
It was good to see, yeah. Travel and see.
Papa,
no, they lie. So this is where they will be playing in. That's where Brecum Chelsea will be playing in the Golden City Park. As you see the difference between this and then the Bichem.
Yes.
Bichem is in a really wooded forest area. Brecum is a bustling town.
That's it.
As well. So this is where Brecum Chelsea are based. And that's where
Papa Poku is. Papa Poku, so let's wrap up on Brecum Chelsea. And what are you expecting in terms of how they are going to be shaping up, and which are the big names we should be looking up? I know you've mentioned, Stephen Safo, yeah, that's a big one. You mentioned Kodo as well. That should be really, really strong. Edward Kodo for Brecum Chelsea. But just give us an idea of what it's looking like for them when they start to play.
The bigger issue here is replacing Ahmed Adams and Zakaria Husseini.
Yeah.
It's going to be a massive loss for them. By the way, Nana Kwame has just whispered to me that I can say that he's named Stephen Amankuna as the new captain for the side.
Wow.
And the decision was taken this evening. So, yeah, Stephen Amankuna, that's big. Formerly with the National Under-20 team.
Oh, wow.
He went out of town, came back. So this evening, they made him the substantive captain of Brecum Chelsea. He's going to skip at the side in the absence of Zakaria Husseini. The problem is going to be the back line.
Yes.
They are struggling to get in better goalkeepers.
That's Brecum Chelsea.
Yes.
So this is Brecum Chelsea's in and out. Papa Poku.
It's just going through it.
Can you see it on the screen?
I can.
Okay.
Great. So you can speak to it.
Speak to it.
Now, the bigger issue here for them is the back. For all the quality, Bodo is old. Bodo is not in the form we used to know. And then, sorry I have to say this, the backups were involved in some alleged betting scandal, which one of them slapped in a dressing room apparently by Nana Kwame. That's why they brought the lad in, and they were doing everything possible to get in a new goalkeeper. And as it stands, he's working on it, trying to get the person's name confirmed before we can let it out. So the problem with the team would be the back. In the middle, they are okay. They let go of Ibrahim Foster and Collins Ameao, whom they call Energy in Brecum, is back. And they feel that he's capable. Another loss for them is Francis Kenny, who has left Brecum for Bichem United. Nobody expected him to leave. They felt this was his time, but he's also decided to move on. What is going to make it take for them is their attack. Now, any attack that has Stephen Safo together with Amankuna is one that is going to give you goals. And Nana Kwame believes that his team currently would have to rely on the attack they've been able to assemble. And he feels that the defense would need time to gel because you get new men who have not played together before. But together with Kofi.
All right.
Good stuff. Thank you very much. his line has broken, but yeah, speaking of breaking, George.
Yeah, we got some news.
We got some news for you, so let's just confirm it in a bit, but let's roll that montage if we can. So the news is that we can confirm that Asamoah Gyan has signed for Legon Cities. It's just dropped on our official GFA platform that Asamoah Gyan has signed on loan.
Yes.
For Legon Cities.
Right.
So he will be playing in the Ghana Premier League, and he's coming on loan from Indian side Northeast United.
It's interesting because Legon Cities have been announcing some of their signings. Aside Asamoah Gyan joining Legon Cities, Matthew Kujo has also joined Legon Cities on loan for 1 year from the Division 1 side, Young Apostles FC. So Asamoah Gyan, Matthew Kujo have joined Legon City. And Gary, we're good time now to start finding where to move now. We'll be heading over right now to the house of Asamoah Gyan's business manager, Samuel Enim Addo. Will be getting into it right now, and we'll be speaking to his manager and find out what he's made, because he also manages Matthew
Kujo as well.
So
why don't we get a sense from Oreku Ampofo, who we will talk to shortly, in his report as to how this has happened, why Asamoah Gyan has signed, and how that story happened as well. So if we are ready, we will give you a sense of the Asamoah Gyan story with Legon Cities. But it's official. He has signed on loan with Legon Cities. Let's go.
Cities have completed arguably the biggest signing of this transfer window in the form of Asamoah Gyan. The former Ghana captain returns to the league where it all started for him. In 2003, Gyan broke into the Ghana Premier League with Liberty Professionals. He was so good, scoring 10 goals in 16 appearances for the Scientific Soccer lads. Halfway through that season, an offer from Udinese came as Gyan left the local scene as a boy. 17 years later, the boy returns as a man with an incredible amount of experience. The journeyman, since leaving Ghana, has played for 10 different clubs, amassing 317 appearances while scoring 163 goals during that period. On the international scene, Gyan has rewritten the history of Ghana football, as he currently holds the record as the player with the most appearances for the national team with 109 caps. When it comes to goal scoring records, he is ever present. His 51 goals for the national team makes him the country's all-time top scorer by a mile. His 6 World Cup goals also makes him Africa's highest ever scorer in that competition. At 34, Gyan returns to the Ghana Premier League, where it all started for him. However, he's not the same player anymore. He's certainly not as mobile or agile or as strong as he was, but his goal scoring instincts are still sharper than ever. Last season, Legon City struggled for goals. The Royals scored 12 goals in 15 games, averaging less than a goal per game. The record left them as the 4th lowest scoring team in the league, as reflected in the standings, with Legon Cities finishing in 14th place. The lack of a goal scoring threat was glaring in Goran Bariterovic's setup, and that's why the Royals had to dig deep in the transfer window for a player of the profile of Asamoah Gyan. He is expected to lead a line and use his experience lead a team as a whole. Gyan will offer a direct route in attack due to his excellent holder play, and will also always be a presence in the box given his aerial prowess. Reports suggest Ghana's all-time top scorer will be earning around $250,000 per year at his new club and has signed a 4-year deal. But that's what quality gets you. At the end of the day, no one will remember how much Asamoah Gyan was bought for if he keeps scoring the goals. Last time Asamoah Gyan stepped on the pitch to play professional football was 10 months ago.
To do everything possible here. Nice bit, and there it is! There is the second goal! And have a guess who? The legend, Gyan! History made again in Guwahati. The Ghanaian superstar makes it 2-1.
Well, we knew he was going to score.
Questions will remain about his match sharpness. The 34-year-old striker was in part of Legon City's side that lost 2-1 to Division 1 side Accra Youngwise in a pre-season game on Friday. It is expected that Gyan will join first team training next week ahead of the start of the new season on November 13th.
Absolutely special. Asamoah Gyan back in the Ghana Premier League Now, let's see what happens in the first game. How many of you want to go and watch what he's got to do? That's great stuff, Gary.
Ah, yeah. See this man.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
No, seriously,
It makes just imagine.
So
Friday night.
let's get people's views.
Yeah.
Head over to our Twitter, please, and let's know what you think about Asamoah Gyan coming into the Ghana Premier League. Is it the sort of thing that will make you go and watch? Legon Cities are based in Accra. They'll be playing at the Accra Sports Stadium. Is it the sort of thing that will let you go and watch Legon Cities? At the very least, they'll be playing 10 games in Accra because 5 other teams are based here.
Yep.
Legon Cities, Inter Allies, Hearts of Oak, Great Olympics, Asante Kotoko. So 5 teams are here. Is it the sort of thing that will let you go and watch the Ghana Premier League? I have the WhatsApp console here, so please give us your thoughts on that. The number will roll on your screen shortly, and let's see how it is. Ore Kwampafo.
Shall we just have to allow Ore Kwampafo to go?
Yes, Ore Kwampafo is with the Gyan contingent, and there he is.
Take us away.
Take us away. I know there's a lot happening.
What's happening there? No.
The news has just been confirmed. So, where are you, first of all?
Tell us.
Well, good evening once again. And we are at the residence of Mr. Samuel Nimado. And he's the manager of Asamoah Gyan, the man that everyone seems to be talking about. And the news has just come in that he's joined Legon Cities. And he's sitting right by me. Mr. Nimado.
Right by me, Mr. Nimado. It's a pleasure to have you here this evening. We just heard of the deal, Asamoah Gyan to Legon Cities. But before we come to the deal proper, let's talk about the thought process. Asamoah Gyan has been literally all over the world. He started from Ghana, went to Italy, he's gone to England, he's gone to UAE, and then he's gone to Asia as well. Why did he finally choose to come back to Ghana?
Thank you very much.
You know how to do the watch party, right?
What I can tell you is that life has its own ups and downs. Life has its own challenges. Life has its own pains at every point. Sometimes you have your own plan, but God will decide what you do. And Asamoah Gyan is God sent to this land. Asamoah Gyan is somebody who has a special touch from the heavens. He does things that no one will understand. And then when he does it in a grand style. And at the same time, he will make history. If you can take it from Liberty, even Accra Academy when he was in school, that's the time I saw him playing from this. He was a star. At that time when professionals, who were then big guys who were playing professionals, they play Monday Stars and those things. You see Asamoah Gyan, the young chap, rather being mobbed around. He has that touch, and to me, it's a special blessing to the nation. For the career starting with Liberty, Udini, Modena, back to Udini again, then Rene, Sunderland, Airline, the big one, China, Shanghai, SIPG, before Ali, back to Ali to Dubai, then to Turkey, and then to India. You can see that all the time he moves, it's a big news. When he was when he was in Sunderland, where some people keep asking us, why did he move to UAE? People will not understand that, but I'm telling you, it was a big deal for him. He added a lot of value to him, and he made a big impact for Ghana national team. You can go and check the records are there, the number of goals he scored when he was in UAE. And he scored there too. So he enjoyed this game, and as a footballer, when you are enjoying your game and you are doing the best thing for your nation, that's the best. He just changed everything. A lot of players started calling. Some professionals who were in England told him they wanted to come. He should help them to come there. And we saw players following up. A lot of players went there. And then he left there again to China, huge one. And now look at the number of players who are in China. And then even the Indian League, he gave them the sunshine again. The Indian League just came out, everybody was talking about it. So if around this time where he was getting offers, and then Corona struck the whole world, and he's been home, luckily for us, he's had the best time ever in his career. After 17 years, this is the only time in his career that he's relaxed and he's not been in active football for more than 9 months, because he came down in January or so, January, February, and so now he's not been and this since for 17 years. So to me, whoever has signed Asamoah Gyan will benefit enormously, because he's relaxed and he's still young, and he keeps saying it that he's not retiring it now. He's still young and he has everything in him. So if you have a club that has signed him in Ghana, first of all, we need to be happy. And as an executive council member of the Ghana Football Association, where I told Ghanaians I'll come and help uplift our game, and it got to the time that Asamoah Gyan was having some offers, especially something from Qatar, which was very, very close. And at the same time, I saw the package that Legon Cities were bringing, Kotoko, Ashgood, other clubs, even Olympics wanted him. But we will look at what will help him, what will help the club, and what will help the nation. Because this package is not just him coming to play, but it has a lot. You can see year after year, there will be a package for him, there will be something to help, and then what he can even bring back to the game. So if you have the news, I don't want to mention it, but the club should mention it, because I want the club to mention it. You are saying Legon Cities. Somebody says Kotokostel. Somebody says Ashgood. Olympics called me. They also wanted him. So if you have the news, we can break it, and then I'll tell you why.
Okay. Certainly, the news has been confirmed, and Asamoah Gyan moving to Legon Cities. But quite quickly, Enimado, I just wanted to find out your thoughts. The thought process with the whole team, what went into that deal, because there was Olympics, there was Ashgold, there was Kotoko, especially. We were linked with Gyan for a long time. What happened there? Because he said in his career that he would come back to play Asante Kotoko, and what caused the U-turn and that move to Legon Cities in the last minute?
Are you saying Legon Cities has confirmed?
Yes.
I want to see on their official Twitter handle, because when we met yesterday, the final negotiations, I told Asamoah Gyan I'll leave the place for him to do it with Balfour Gyan, and then I excused myself, and I don't know if Legon Cities finally nailed it. So you tell me.
Okay, certainly he's added up to the drama to find out. We'll check their Twitter page. They've started unveiling their players there. But quickly, before we go back to studio, in just 10 seconds, you mentioned the package by Legon Cities. We've seen reports that it was $1 million. Can you confirm or deny that?
I can tell you the deal for Asamoah Gyan is more than $1 million. But it comes in different forms. Some will come in cash, some will come in other packages. And we are hoping that as somebody who wants to uplift the Ghana game, I think I see the ESCO, the Premier League board, everybody, if the deal goes through as you are saying, and Asamoah Gyan will play for Ghana, everybody will be extremely happy. We are going to lift the Ghana game. The bring back the law will continue in the Grand Star, and you know what Asamoah Gyan will add to the game. And I can promise you, if God gives us life, we will really enjoy our game this year.
Okay, and I've been told to ask you one more thing before you go. Your little boy, Matthew Kujo, he took the league by storm with Asante Kotoko last season. There are also reports that he's been involved in the deal and will be with Legon Cities. Is that true? And do you think it would be, a good move for his career from Asante Kotoko to Legon Cities now?
Kujo has a development program for him that we are talking with some partners outside. So we won't let any club lock him to the level where we can't move him the way we want. If you're a club and you want him, you must be able to meet those demands. You see, it's time we package our players and get the best out of them, and also be able to use them to also promote the game. When I started talking about Kujo, people said, oh, he's a small boy. Now everybody understands where I was coming from. And he's going to do bigger things more. This year, he's signing because he can't sign in Europe. And like people don't understand, he's still 16, he'll be 17 in November. So he can't sign in Europe. So he will sign for a club. So go and check the Twitter. If the club has confirmed, then I'll also go to the next stage.
Okay, thank you very much. That's Sammy Enimado. He's the manager of both the Asamoah Gyan and then Matthew Kujo as well, who played for Kotoko in the previous season. If you've seen his playing his cards very right, he doesn't want to announce the club that Gyan would be joining. We have a fair idea, but it all builds up to the drama. Remember, a deadline is at 11:59 p.m. for clubs to submit their deal sheets. And do continue to stay with us on the show, and we'll be keeping you updated on what that big news is. So yeah, that was me, Orek Wampofo, with Mr. Sammy Enimado right from his residence. Back to you, George and Gary.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, you stay.
Stay there.
It's going nowhere yet.
Orek Wampofo, you're not going.
You're not leaving. Just
this is the biggest deal in Ghana Premier League transfer history. Full stop.
Full stop.
We need to milk Sammy Enim of every information. He says one that the deal is more than $1 million, but it will be a bit in kind,
cash and in kind,
and all that. But could you kindly ask him what it means for Asamoah Gyan to come back home? Because I mean, we've known for a while that this deal has been done.
Yeah.
What does it mean for Asamoah Gyan to come back home? For years, big players have not wanted to come back to the Ghana Premier League because they feel that they will be insulted. They feel that they will not be well treated. We know that the Ghana Premier League is not the best league in the world.
Yeah.
So for him to come down to our level, why has he done that?
Okay, so I've been asked to put this question to you, and Asamoah Gyan coming back home. If you look at his generation, the likes of Sule Muntari, Kojo Asamoah, Michael Essien, none of these players really wanted to come home. Why did Gyan decide to, come back and, kind of come down to the standard of the Ghana Premier League? And also, what does it mean for the player? We know how close you are with him.
That tells you how humble is, the humility level of Asamoah Gyan. And that tells you that he's also always ready to serve his nation, to help his country. Actually, I played a major role to make sure he plays in the league, and because I'm an ESCO member, at least one day I'll say that yes, at my time I brought Asamoah Gyan to come and play in the Ghana League. And the points I gave him, the pointers I gave him for him coming to the league, and the impact he will make. He's done it for UAE, he's done it for India, he's done it for Turkey. Kayseri, you saw it when he went to Turkey. He's done it everywhere, China. So why wouldn't he do it for his country? And others, Asamoah Gyan does things that nobody. That's one thing we should understand. Places, areas that you will not venture, Asamoah Gyan will venture, and he will make it grand. He will make it special. That is what Asamoah Gyan is born for. He brightens the corner where he is. He makes sure he brings the spotlight where he is. And you check his track record for the clubs that he's played for. Have you seen him with any issues on the pitch? Never. He's always committed to score goals, make you happy. And in the camp, you can imagine if he's playing with the team. These players see him as an idol. They want to snap pictures with him. They want to just come and hold him. And now they will be in the same team with him, on the same pitch, and play with him. He will bring out the best in them. He will uplift them. Most of them will say that, when Asamoah Gyan decided to play, I realized I'm playing the best league, so I have to bring my best out so that the whole world will see me, because Asamoah Gyan will throw the spotlight. And I've had contacts with BBC, CNN, and Sky, other international news channels who want to have a feel of what people are saying. Is it true that Asamoah Gyan really is coming to play in Ghana? And I promise you, the same thing, you know him, going there, brightening the place, letting it happen, and letting the whole world talk, and making a big difference is going to happen. And you will come back again, we'll talk about the next big thing he's going to do from playing for Ghana League.
So certainly, what we are getting is that Gyan is not going to be retiring anytime soon, because Enimado says that there would be another big move after this one. Will it be Asante Kotoko? Well, we would see. But George and Gary, do you have any more questions? Or
No, we are fine. Thank you very much. The next move is Interlice, of course. All right. So now let's go to Kwame Jumwajiman, of course. He's going to be telling us what it means for the club. He's a communications director. Kwame, thank you very much for joining us. What's Kwame? Kwame's lost. Is Kwame lost? Okay. Kwame, are you here?
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
You are swimming in millions. It's good.
I'm here. I can hear you loud and clear.
Right. Kwame, tell us, what does it mean for your club to have Asamoah Gyan with you now?
think I heard Sami Enimado very clearly, and I don't recall he confirming us.
Ooh. Okay, money. Okay. All right. So let's try and get Kwame. Maybe we can do Kwame on the phone line.
Maybe we can raise him on the phone.
But I can see Muftau. You know, I don't know what's happening to Muftau there. But Muftau, let's go to Muftau quickly because Muftau has got the story of Legon Cities, and then you go through the signings that we've got. In the meantime,
that is where they will be playing.
That's where they're going to be playing across Sport Stadium. Looks really beautiful. Ghana.
You know the thing about Ghana is that if you use drone shot for anywhere in Ghana, it'll be
okay.
Yeah.
Ghana is a drone nation, drone-like nation. Sweet. That's sweet. Across Sport Stadium.
So Muftau,
let's go through the Legon Cities ins and outs.
Okay, so Kwame is here, and I think he will be speaking from an official position.
Yeah.
But what we do know is that deal with Asamoah Gyan, most of us within the Joy Sports team knew very well that the deal was done about a week ago. What I can also clearly indicate is the confirmation of the deal of Addo. I think that the manager of Asamoah Gyan is just being a bit political with it, but we all know that the move is to Legon Cities.
Ataboku. Okay, Muftau, please unmute. Muftau. Yeah, we missed the last few seconds.
Yeah, there was some music from Brekum, but go ahead.
Okay, so like I was saying, most of us within the Joy Sports team knew very well that Asamoah Gyan was moving to Legon Cities, and that we can authoritatively confirm that yes, it is a done deal. Just like he also mentioned about the youngster Addo who played for Kumasi Asante last season. That deal too was done about a week ago. We can also confirm that they've also signed the former Ebusua Dwarf striker in the person of Nicholas Gyan, prior to leaving the shores of Ghana to Tunisia. He was the top striker of the Ghana Premier League. The right back of Liberty Professional, who's the skipper, Michael Ampedu, we can also authoritatively reveal that he joined Legon Cities prior to the commencement of pre-season. They also have Baba Mahama, who had a very wonderful season with Techiman City before moving to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He didn't have a good season with Kotoko, but we are hoping that a move to a club like Legon Cities will give him the opportunity to explore all the potentials that he has got. Then there's also the acquisition of one of the star men of the domestic season that we've had in recent times. And we're talking about a player like, just a moment, let me get his name right. Prior to the 2019-2020 Ghana Premier League season, one of the star players for Legon Cities was Papas Dos Plus. Unfortunately, he has been let go by the club. But like I was talking about their signings, we also have the inclusion of Jonah Atukwe, who had a very sensational season in the 2019-2020 Premier League season. The opening game at the Accra Sports Stadium against Accra Accra House of Oak, he opened that scoring, and then he also went all the way to Bawaya Sports Stadium and also gave Kotoko a bite. And then there's also the acquisition of Nat Aqua. He's one of the players who's also coming in. Raphael Oklu is also joining Legon Cities. Vincent Edu Jamfi, he's also a player of Legon Cities. And there's also Foster Brymer to have completed Legon Cities. These are the players who have been officially submitted to the Ghana Football Association. But for that of Michael Ampedu, there's still some conversations behind the scenes according to our sources. And there's also the potential of other big signings that Legon Cities are likely to do.
Right.
And just to move away from Legon Cities, I don't know if I can comment on this. When Atapoku was speaking, he did mention about some of the potential signings of Brekum Chelsea.
Yeah.
Sources within the club have indicated that Collins Ameyaw, who was with Kumasi Asante Kotoko, he was signed about 2-3 seasons ago. He is officially joining Brekum Chelsea. And Thomas Dreams FC player in the person of Wiafi Iniesta, he's also joining Brekum Chelsea in the upcoming Ghana Premier League season.
That's James Wiafi Iniesta. James Wiafi Iniesta, to give his full name.
That's right.
Yeah, so George, what do we have next? Thank you, Muftau, for that update. And let me just remind you, My WhatsApp line is blowing.
Buzzing.
I don't know what do we have next.
Let me talk to Kwame Juma shortly and then
sure,
come to you.
Then come to
get
WhatsApp.
Out of the way. The final one with Legon Cities, we have the communications director Kwame Juma, former colleague, who is on the line right now. Kwame, thank you very much for your patience on staying. It's good these days. There are lots of dollars, millions. Let's enjoy some too. Let's enjoy it. When are you coming for us to do something for Legon Cities? Anyway, Kwame, aside all of that, they'll tell me, how excited are you to have Legon Cities and what does it mean? How are you going to milk this to have Asamoah Gyan there?
Okay, I think I followed the interview with Asamoah Gyan from start to finish, and I don't recall he confirming that Asamoah Gyan has joined the club. He said he was waiting for an announcement. So why don't we wait till 23:59? I'm sure there's got to be a reason why that has still not been.
Kwame Juma. I'm giving you the player.
If we can patiently wait till 23:59.
We are giving you the player.
We are giving you the player. Now take
you are giving us the player.
We are giving you the player.
Take the player.
Thank you very much.
No, you are
giving us the player.
Kwame, if you they pay the money, we they make the announcement.
We give you the player.
I like that one.
Anyway, Kwame, hold on. I mean, you want to do this official one at the end. It's just like when what's the guy who's signed for Chelsea? Havertz joined Chelsea. 6 weeks, we're still doing rejoining.
Like 2 weeks before it was announced there.
Give us the player and let's go. Anyway, but it's good. It's good there. Let's do a bit of the messages that have come through right now, and then we have a lot of work to go through the rest of the clubs.
We have messages galore coming. So let us begin, and the number will come there. But slow down. I mean, we wanted messages, but keep them short so that we can read everybody's own. This one says, it's a blessing to have some of these legends come to the Ghana Premier League. This is Murphy from Tamale. It's another journey. We can only pray for the best for him. Yeah. And this one says, hi, G&G. You guys are awesome. I'm enjoying the show. Continue to set the pace. Multimedia will reign forever. Mickey Essien from North Kaneshi. He says, the greatest breaking news is going to be my darling club, Asante Kotoko, signing Justice Blay at the 11th hour. And he says Kotoko will win the season. Asamoah Gyan joining the GPL adds some color to it, a step in the right direction. Kudos to Legon Cities. I pray the other big names will join the GPL soon. Hashtag bring back the love. This is from Collins Owusu from Santa Maria. This one also says, from Zachary in Kumasi, I respect Asamoah Gyan for the decision he made for signing with Legon Cities. Lukman in Tamale says, hello, good evening. Is it true that Asamoah Gyan has become so obsolete in the international football arena that he can no longer get an international club to sign with? Or what is the rationale behind signing Legon Cities? It marvels my imagination. Lukman from Tamale, Kuko. I love this question because, you know, this is the kind of mentality we need to change.
And now.
Yeah. Brazilians leave Europe and come back to Brazil to relaunch their careers. Yeah. They come back to Brazil just because they love the Brazilian league. They come back to Argentina just to come and finish and just to add some gloss to it. And it's something we need to get used to. Asamoah Gyan has come. We are calling on Sule Muntari. We know he wants to go to South Africa. We want him to come back to Ghana. Help bring Ghana Premier League back to his feet again. Stephen Appiah, come back. Abedi Pele, come back.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So we have more comments coming. George, can I take a few more?
Yeah, I think just 2 more. Then
okay.
We can move on. Just 2 more.
More comments coming on Twitter. This one says, I'm really enjoying the show. Great show you do all from Nana Kwame Aferi in Koforidua. Breezy from Nima says, Asamoah Gyan, you be guy, but make you not get penalty and spoil am. All right, so more comments coming in. We'll get to them as well.
Let's quickly get back onto our wall. If we can, let's go straight to Papa. Papa, now let's deal with Adriana Stars. That's the one that's left for you to deal with. If you can hear me, Papa, can we do Adriana Stars? Papa is not moving as I want him to. I think we got a problem there. Okay. Let's see if we can do Papa on the phone, just to complete the Adriana Stars one. But let's go to Seydou Adamu right now.
Seydou, yes.
It's time to bring in the West in. The best comes from the West?
They said the best comes from the West.
All right.
Let's see.
Okay.
What club do you want to start with?
Mediama SC, I think. Mediama SC, let's start.
Well, yes. I have no option than to begin from Mediama SC. I mean, they are title favorites already, looking at the business they've done over the period. And let me say that Mediama SC went into the transfer market looking to have proper fit replacement for the players that are leaving the clubs. And if you look at the number of players that left and the number of players that came in, it's just like a proper fit for the replacement. Because in attack, they brought in Abbas Mohammed, who is a former player of Mediama SC. In the 2016 CAF Confederations Cup, he was the top goal scorer for the side. He left to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He got injured, and he's been back to the club to replace Prince Opoku Ajiman, who is left for Cape Town City. And on that position, Mediama SC were very strategic. They also brought in former New DBRC striker Abdul Basit. So these two players will compete for Prince Opoku Ajiman's position. And don't forget that Prince Opoku Ajiman himself came from New DBRC. So it's like for like, New DBRC, Prince Opoku Ajiman, New DBRC, Abdul Basit to fit in. Don't forget that Abdul Basit also spent some few weeks with Karela United in the Integrated League. So he has loads of experience coming back to play for Mediama SC. In goalkeeping, Mediama SC lost Yawan Safoforo to Karela United, and they have a proper replacement by bringing in Frank Boateng from Ashanti Gold. I mean, this is one of the surprise moves of the season. How Ashanti Gold left Frank Boateng to be captured by Mediama is still a mystery to me. In defense, Mediama did not, for want of a better expression, lose any player, but they brought in Baba Abdullahi to understudy Ali Ouattara, who is more or less injury prone. He's never been able to complete the season before. He gets injured one time or the other. So they brought in Baba Abdullahi to understudy himself and Daniel Ejin, former captain for Hazakes, in there. And also they brought in Patrick Yeboah from former Karela United, former Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And for Patrick Yeboah, he is not going to command a starting place because he's going to fight with Bright Ensel at the left back. So Mediama SC did proper signing by replacing the few players that left. And in the if you look at players that left Mediama SC, they had Bennett Ofori, formerly of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, formerly of Bekum Chelsea. They released him. They sent Frederick Kweja to Karela United on loan. They also sent Prince Opoku Ajiman, I mentioned earlier, on to Cape Town City on loan. Nana Kofi Babel went to SCR Attached in Austria on loan. Philip Osei went to Spain on loan. And so they have about 4 players going outside the shores of Ghana on loan. So Mediama SC has some very good business in there.
All right, we'll go to Karela with you shortly. But let's quickly go back. Let's quickly go back on the phone to Papa Poku, because he has a striker to talk to right now. Papa, just quickly tell us about Adriana Stars and tell us who you have got standing by your side, who wants to talk to the Joy Sports GPL Transfer Countdown Show.
Well, George, you can call Kwame Dumo to also confirm from their end, from the Adriana Stars, and we've just submitted the document of Elvis Opoku, our skipper for Legon Cities.
Wow.
If nothing changes, he's supposed to join them. I just sent it, so I'm sure they would have received it by now. They will verify, submit, and then confirm that they signed Elvis Opoku from Adriana Star.
Wow, that's really good. Now, who have you got standing by your side?
Well, Kofi Owusu is a striker for Bekum Chelsea, popularly called Jeko here, and he's willing to speak to us, probably in Key, if we are willing to go.
Oh, let's go. Let's speak to him a bit. Kofi, what to say?
Okay. Hello?
Kofi, what to say?
Hello?
Kofi, now what to say?
Please, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you, Kofi.
Oh, we hear you, Pa.
Kofi, I can hear you. Kofi, what to say?
Hello?
Kofi,
hello?
Kofi, what to say?
Can you hear me?
Oh,
yes, we can hear you.
You're making us sound like it's a gospel song.
I'm fine. What about you?
Oh, we are good, Kofi. Kofi,
hello? I can hear you. I can hear you. Let's talk.
All right, Kofi. So, how excited are you about the new season? Are you excited about the new season?
Come again?
Are you excited about the new season?
Very, very excited because it's not easy. Because it's not, it will be home about 6 months ago. But now football is coming back, so we are very, very happy.
Kofi, I hear you have some new players coming to you. as well. How do you feel about that? To Brekum Chelsea. I hear you are signing new players. Are you happy about the you are signing new players?
Yeah, I'm very, very happy because we get another replacement for those who left the club. So I'm very happy we get another solid team.
Okay, good. Kofi, thank you very much. Papa, if you're there, let's quickly go through your ins and outs, Guyana Stars, and then we can end that.
So the major out is this evening is going to be Elvis Opoku.
Okay.
If nothing changes, he's expected to sign for the Legon, and he'll be replaced by Prince Aqua
from Kotoko.
We've also completed a deal for Sam Adams, who has returned from Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Yeah.
And then we have Derek Boateng, who has also joined us from Tamale Liberty.
Good.
And then Manolo Seba Manoma, who has joined us from Asante Gold. So as it stands, these are the ins we have, and then the possible outs.
Okay.
If you look at us now, we have a fairly unchanged team. We are very consistent. The biggest problem now is that the Guyana Stars team is aging. Age is catching up with the spine of the team. Joseph Addo, so you go and look at the centre back. They are going to play predominantly Farouk Adams and Kaleba Mankwa. They are not so old. Then you come to the flank, Hafiz Adams and Justice Anani are going to be there. In the middle, it's going to be Prince Aqua, who is joining us, and then Flavio Kongota. And then they'll be flanked by Oseba for and then Samuel Bio. And in an attack, we have Yaya Mohammed, who is supported by Bright Ejay. So this is how we are expected to shape up for our first game if nothing changes.
Okay, so thank you very much, Papa Poku. You've been a star on this one.
Before I leave, let me say that everybody involved in Brekum Chelsea is out here, and they are literally celebrating their signing and chilling for the upcoming season, and that's how we managed to get Kofi Ozu from the back.
I'm very happy.
Nice one.
So we are happy now.
That's right.
Congratulations.
See you soon.
All right, see you soon. So just to give you an idea of what Adriana will look like in the coming season, this is it. Joseph Kaleba Mankwa, Farouk Adams, Hafiz Adams, Justice Anane, Flavio Kongoza. We interviewed him.
Flavio, great guy.
He's half Ivorian, half Ghanaian, half Burkinabe. Samuel Bio Oseba for Brighter J, who's CNN goal of the week, remember? He's back from his sojourn, and Yaya Mohammed as well, who was long linked with Ash Gold, but he is with Adriana Star. So
let's go back to Seidu. Seidu, are you there? Seidu, let's do you quickly. Let's quickly do it right now. Let's go to Karela United. Let's do Karela United. What have you got there for Karela United? Very quickly. Seidu, you have to unmute first. Unmute first for me.
Okay,
good.
So Karela United, they are very much aware of their situation. You know, they were 17th on the league log before the league was cancelled. Therefore, they sought to do some replacements for some of the few players that left. And so, let me first do the players that left Karela United. The big one, of course, Emmanuel Keyeke, who left to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and that is a very big blow to the midfield of Karela United. So they have sought to replace him. They also had Ivan Sowusu, who returned to Kumasi Asante Kotoko back after spending a year on loan there. They have Lawrence Owusu, who is a goalkeeper. They released him. Prince Owusu also released. Edward's teammate Jebi is also released, and also Lawrence Osei, who is also being released. In their replacement, Karela United have Godfred Adote, who is a 17-year-old defender. He's now with the national under-17 team in Pram Pram. They also have Augustine Randolph. You remember Papa Poku spoke about Augustine Randolph from the team United.
Yes.
He's a left who comes to fit into the side. And for me, their biggest signing of the season is having one of the most experienced defenders of this Ghana Premier League, Prosper Abo. Prosper Abo played Hazak Pando out of Lions. He played Liberty Professionals. He's had stint with Ottoman Planners, stayed 1 year with Maranatha FC in Togo, and has now returned to the Ghana Premier League to play for Karela United. And for me, that is the biggest deal for Karela United. They've also signed left back from Hazakes, Obed Kofi Sam, to join their side. And so for me, Karela has done some good signings, and they expect to have a very good Ghana Premier League season. Quick one on their starting lineup. Yes, I see that projected on the screen. And if you look at the middle, you see Sadiq Al Hassan. He's a Ghana Premier League winner with Wow Stars. and he's one of the guys that we expect to look up to in the Ghana Premier League season coming next season.
Okay, just before we leave you then, let's end with Great Olympics so that we can relieve you of all that. Great Olympics there, what have you got there, Great Olympics?
Yes, Great Olympics, we have some good news from Great Olympics, and I think Olympics fans should start singing their jama because they've also had some good signings. Let me first do with the players that left. They released 7 players. Emmanuel Clottey has been, I guess I heard he was going to become Chelsea, so he's left. Godfrey Saka also left, former Aduana Star, former Kerala United, he's left. Ernest Sowa, goalkeeper, former Kumasi Sani Kotoko, he's also left. Ayoba Nelson, he's also a goalkeeper, he's also left with the Olympics. Abdulrazak Yusuf, he was one of their best players in the just cancelled league, he's also left. We also have Ibrahim Sule. I guess you remember Ibrahim Sule. He scored some good goals for them. He's left, and Kingsley Jemfi has also left. In their replacement, yesterday I was at the Lacan Park. I watched Michel Otu. Michel Otu is a midfielder formerly of Inter Allies. He's left and joined Great Olympics. And so in the coming season, Michel Otu will be in the Dade colours. Then they also have Abdulmujib Karim Hakim from King Faisal. He was also released by King Faisal, and he has rejoined he has joined Ghana Premier League side with Olympics. Then they have Danso Richard from Asokwa Deportivo. He's a defensive midfielder. Then the big one, and I'll ask all Ghana Premier League enthusiasts and fans to watch out for the big one. He's called Manan Mudasiru Lukaku.
Wow.
Manan Mudasiru Lukaku. This is about Lukaku. I think he's about 6'5", and he's bulky. When he stands, he comes in the shape of Tony Bafo or Tony Yeboah, and for me, he's the big deal for Great Olympics. And I will ask that all Great Olympics enthusiasts to look out for Manan Mudasiru Lukaku. He's the big one for Great Olympics.
Yeah, thank you very much. Special one. We can see the starting lineup there. It's good. We see Lukaku. We have Adebayo. Who do you have again? Okay, let's see. Let's go to James.
So this is the lineup that Seydou is talking about.
That's right.
Stephen Odai, Ebenezer Sechere, Jamal Haruna, Samuel Ashi, Manan Mudasiru. He plays in the striking.
Yes.
So Glaston Awako has won the CAF Champions League, CAF Super Cup.
Yes.
And everything.
Everything.
And he's in the Ghana Premier League. Daniel Nieji has also won continental titles, and he's here as well. Asamoah Gyan has won Gold King in Asia.
Everywhere.
International Asamoah Gyan, Ghana top scorer. He's in the Ghana Premier League.
Let's jump to Central Region right now. James Sowa is our Central Region correspondent for now. GPL show. Thank you very much, James. James, it's good to have you. So let's start with Ebusia Abontia.
Ebusia Dwarfs.
Let's start with Dwarfs then, James.
George, there's not been much of a transfer coming into Ebusia Dwarfs. I think it's mainly due to financial constraints, but they've been able to capture some 5 youngsters. That's Richard Amoah from Wafa, African Sports, Richard Amoah from African Sports, and then he's a defensive midfielder. They've also acquired the services of George Asamoah. He is actually from Wafa. He's a midfielder as well, a defensive midfielder. Then there's another George here, George Adika. He is a centre back. They've also captured him. And then there is this Leventus Asa, a defender, and then Obed Bentum, who is an attacker. And I think Dwarfs, the previous seasons, both the truncated league, they really struggled after they lost Nicolas Jan. Goal scoring became an issue for them. So I think they need to, one of the areas they need to address is the attacking position. That's why they brought in Obed Bentum, who is an attacker. But I don't see him really doing much for the Abonta boys because of his inexperienced nature when it comes to the Ghana Premier League. But I've been assured that by the time the transfer window ends, they'll be able to secure the services of 2 more players for which we are looking out for, and they are basically an attacking midfielder and then a striker.
Okay, let's go to Amino Sharks.
Well, let me start from the out players that have been shipped out, and this is because Seydou rightly said Daniel Nieje. We all know Daniel Nieje. He moved from Amino Sharks, and then he's gone to he moved from King Faisal. Sorry, but one player that will miss so much in the Ghana Premier League is their ever dependable and reliable skipper, Obin Krentel, who actually qualified with them from Division 1 to the Premier League and has been consistent for them. He's played every single game for Amino Sharks, but the information that I got was that he was unable to reach agreement with management. So when his contract ran out, he had to look for a club elsewhere. So he's moved outside the shores of Ghana to look for greener pastures. And then Tete Norte, we all know the midfield dynamo, Tete Norte, he has signed for 11 Wonders. So we should look out for Tete Norte in the 11 Wonders field come the start of the season. Now, Ghana Premier League supporters know this name very well. James Bishou. He's a midfielder who once upon a time played for Accra Hearts of Folk. And then moved to Israel, moved to USA, the 11 Ys. Now he's come back to the Ghana Premier League and is to feature for Amino Sharks. He's one player that our champion knows very well. So I think it's a step in the right direction for him to be brought into the fold. Then Daniel Nieje, who we all know, a midfielder from King Faisal. He has signed for Amino Sharks, so we should also look out for Daniel Nieje. We know him; he's won the CAF Confederations Cup and then the CAF Champions League. He played with that club and then also played for TD Mazembe. So he comes with rich experience. There's a lot of question marks with his inclusion to this Amino Sharks because of their age. Their average age, because Daniel Nieje is already 32 years, but I hope he will be able to galvanize the team in Lotford whenever the opportunity is given. And then they've also signed a youngster from Accra Hearts of Folk. He mainly played for the Arrows team. He's only 22 years. They've captured him on loan for 1 year, so he will play the club for one full season for Amino Sharks. Then there is this wonder kid that played for Glowlamp. He played for Glowlamp for I think over a decade. And at the moment before they signed him, he was their skipper, Rashid Baba Sule. He's an attacking midfielder. I think they snapped him after they played a couple of friendly games with Glowlamp. That's Ghana's great Odatelante's youth side. So I think he's a player that they will also look forward for. And then the final player that they signed is Justice Atto Mensah, who is a striker, and they captured him from Congolese side, Sagna Balande. But this Atto Mensah guy is actually a former player of Ebusua Dwarfs. So this will actually make an intriguing game when they face each other, because he was one of Dwarf's best prospects two seasons ago. So these are the ins of Amino Sharks. And I must say, Amino Sharks are currently trying to negotiate for about 5 to 7 players, starters, that they are having issues with their contract. And believe you me, one of the players that they are struggling to tie down is Benjamin Chilibua, who has less than 2 months left on his contract. And then we all know there's Samuel Afa, who is currently their captain after Krenzel left. They are left back. He's also running down his contract. So I think that there are a bit of challenges for our champion to deal with. But he assured me that by the time the GPL kicks off, these players will be able to
sorted out. All right. Thank you very much. That's James coming your way with the Central Region stuff, Amino Sharks and Dwarfs. We have to take a break. But of course, we've still got a lot to come. Inter Allies, Dreams FC, Wafa, King Faisal, Ashanti Gold. I've seen New Adams nodding his head. He's over-charging Asante Kotoko Hearts Romac is there. Ayala is coming with the Kotoko. See, they are nodding their heads. They can't wait. Look at Muftar. Muftar, it's not the Kotoko show now, please. Let's take a break and come back, Gary, shall we?
Let's do that. This is Joy Deadline Day, and we've been confirming deals, some from Brekum Chelsea, from Adriana Stars. Elvis Opoku is officially an Adriana Stars player here. Brekum Chelsea have got Kofi also over the line.
Elvis Opoku actually heading to Legon Cities.
Yes, Elvis Opoku heading to
Legon Cities.
Legon Cities. Over the line. The big one, obviously, is Asamoah Gyan. He is a Legon Cities player. We are expecting an official announcement at 11:59, and be glued to the Joy Sports Twitter account where there are so many comments coming in from. We are here to confirm the rest of the teams and the clubs as well. We have not done Asante Kotoko. We have not done Hearts of Oak. We have not done Wafa and a couple of others. Dreams, Kim Faisal. Dreams FC are going to confirm a signing in about 5 minutes. I've just been told by their media manager. Also, the manager for 17-year-old Mohamed Guni, DBJ, has confirmed that he's gone to Brekum Chelsea. Officially, he's gone to Brekum Chelsea. We'll be confirming all those deals on my Joy Online for you and also on the screen shortly.
Right now, let's head to the Ashanti region, and we will go straight to Nuhu Adams.
Hi Nuhu, sorry you've been quiet for so long.
Nuhu, you've been quiet for so long. How are you doing, Nuhu?
Yeah.
You have to unmute.
You have to unmute.
Nuhu, can you unmute first, all right? Okay, how are you doing there?
I'm doing quite well. Everything is cool.
So what do you have for us, please?
Let's start with Ashanti Gold.
Well, let me start with Ashanti Gold. Probably they've made some signings, and if you look at their outgoings, that's where they have bigger problems, because about 6 of their key players are no more with the team. These players played 99% of the games last season, so probably they are losing big players there. I can confirm, and as we all know, Eric Donko has parted ways with Ashanti Gold. Yusuf Mubarak has joined Asante Kotoko. Abdul Latif and Abila also joining Asante Kotoko. Shafi Mumuni, who has been their main man for the past 6 seasons, has also left the club to join US Monastir in Tunisia. James Akamenko has also left. Musa Mohammed was released. Stephen Owusu Banahene, they call him Santaso World Best. He's also no more with the club. Benedict Obenu, who was leading the attack for the Boise Bay side last season, has also been released. Akwesi Nti, Emmanuel Osebafo has also been released. So if you look at the outgoings, most of them were key players. Frank Boateng has also joined Mediama Sporting Club, as Seydou Ademu confirmed on his report. So if you look at the outgoings, Ashgood will be affected. But if you look at the ins, I think probably they've gotten some exciting players and unknown players, but they are very, very good, and I can confirm some of the players are very, very good. Just that they don't have the name on the scene. Kwame Moses is joining from Bishou United last season. He played few games and joined a club in Ivory Coast to play the last few matches for them in the season. So Kwame Moses is joining Ashanti Gold. He's a left back, so probably a replacement for Eric Donko. Yawano, as we all know, 2015 MTN FA Cup best player. He won the cup with Bishou United for the very first time in the history of Ghana football. So Yawano, having joined Bishou from Spain, joining Ashanti Gold is the big transfer for Ashanti Gold this season. Hans Kofi, who was top scorer of the league 2 seasons or 3 seasons ago, is back. He went to Small IC in Egypt, couldn't do it there. He went to Tanzania to play for Singida United. He had quite a spell there, and he's coming back. So Hans Kofi is already known player in the Ashgood Colours, and he's joining. Ampem Da Costa, who also parted with Ashanti Kotoko, is also in the fold of Ashanti Gold, and he's one of the big captures in the transfer season. Mohamed Bailu is probably another big catch, because Bailu is a goalkeeper, so probably he's replacing Frank Boateng. Bailu played for Racing Club d'Abidjan last season, and then if you look at his previous clubs, he plays for Racing Club Obodulaso in Burkina Faso. He also played for Asfa Yenenga before traveling to Ivory Coast to play for Racing Club d'Abidjan. So this is a tried and tested player. I think he has one cap for Burkina Faso somewhere 2015. He kept the post for Burkina Faso when they played Kazakhstan in an international friendly. The co-papa Seydou is a former Mediama Sporting Club player. He traveled to Tanzania to play for Young Africans, and he's back in the country joining Ashanti Gold. Steven Mentor, one of the very best players for Egushua Drafts in the last 2-3 seasons, has also joined Ashanti Gold. Saben Muntari is a young chap, left back, promising talent. He also joined from the youth ranks of the team. So Saben Muntari is one to watch for Ashanti Gold this season. Makelenu is a former Liberty Professionals defender. He has also joined Ashanti Gold. Da Costa Bodu is a former Mediama Sporting Club striker. Okay. He went to Sudan to play for Al-Hatum Watani, and he's back in the country. So Da Costa Bodu is coming to relaunch with Ashanti Gold. Now there are two deals I can't confirm now.
Yes.
Abdul Bashir, as it stands, the player is training with Ashanti Gold.
Okay.
But because Dreams FC have not released him in the TMS system, I can confirm his movement to Ashanti Gold. He is the former Dreams FC captain, and we all know his attributes as one of the best left backs in the country. And David Yeboah, who also played in Italy, is also joining Ashanti Gold. They are just awaiting for his ITC before they can confirm the signing. So that's what I have
for Ashanti Gold.
Thank you very much.
The camp of Ashanti Gold.
Right, no, just hold on. Let's go to Kumasi Asante Kotoko right now. Ayala, we have to be very quick and wrap this up in 5 minutes.
To wrap up.
So, Ayala, just tell us about what you're excited about for the Kumasi Asante Kotoko signing so far. But as you're doing that, we'll have the ins and outs on the screens very quickly. Ayala, your high points in that one.
I think the interesting thing coming from the Kotoko camp is how much they are sweating as a team to get Marcel Bako to sign a contract this evening. We all know that his contract ran out, I think, yesterday, and Kotoko has not been able to convince him, and that is the news that is coming. Ibrahim Danlad with his agent, Chipsa, also wants out, but it seems that the management are being evasive with the wish of the player and his agent, and they are insisting that the player should stay. We don't know what will happen, but the last time I spoke to Chipsa, he went to the secretariat, but Dasobey failed to meet him.
Okay.
I don't know with the insistence on Marcel Bako, I don't know what will happen to Martin NP if he will understand and leave to Karela. But if Kotoko is not going to get to register Marcel Bako, then I think Martin NP will stay.
Ayala, thank you very much. We have to leave in 2 minutes. So,
Roma, quickly.
We can't do Kotoko without Heart.
Yes.
So we've seen Kotoko on the screen. Let's get Heart of Folk also on the screen.
Very quickly.
And then we wrap up. Romak.
Unmute. Can you unmute?
Please unmute. So, Heart of Folk, for the first time in about 6 seasons, they are actually, keeping the core of their team. And that is why Heart of Folk are really excited. They have Kuti Ademola, who is from Nigeria. Romak, take it away.
Quickly.
Yeah, I think Heart of Folk really have kept the core of their team. Just that they lost Joseph Esso to Dreams FC, and then Kofi Koji also went away. So what they really needed to do was to beef up their attacking options, and they've done that with the acquisition of Isaac Mensah, who they got from Koranze Warriors. And then Kuti, as you said, the Nigerian who formerly played for Lobby Stars, also comes in. And then we can also talk about Abednego, Zlatan, Tete. You know, there is a Lukaku in the league. Asofo has their own Zlatan as well. And I believe that though Zlatan didn't sign, or Abednego didn't sign in this particular window, he signed last window, but he's yet to play for Asofo because of the COVID situation. And now he's coming as a new signing. And I think that he will surely go into to replace Kofi Koje in that aspect of their game. You don't really expect Asofo to do much business before the window closes, but I'm expecting that Patrick Razak will get his deal across before the window shuts, I think around 12 a.m.
The Accra Hearts of Oak. Let's take you to Inter Allies. Felix, let's do Inter Allies.
Well, I think that for Inter Allies, that is one problem for them will be how they replace Samuel Ama, who is off to Albania with Stackenberg, and then the poster boy, Toren Adebayo, huge star, not just for the Inter Allies, but for the Premier League as well. The Nigerian bagged 12 goals and 13 games for Allies in the truncated season. That means that the total of 25 games in the Ghana Premier League, he scored 19 goals. And if you look at Inter Allies, they are one team that issues with scoring goals. And when they had Adebayo and Samuel Ama, they were in fact being a very good partnership. And now that they've lost two of those key players in one particular window, I think that it is going to be a huge problem for Tony Loco to find a replacement for those two fantastic boys. But trust Inter Allies, they've done some smart business by bringing an attacker from the US, Emmanuel Agete, who actually played for them some seasons ago. He also has Premier League experience with Ashgold and Liberty, and then the Togolese League with Maranatha FC. Then they also have Michael Kovi, who happens to be the brother of Uriah Kovi. Michael Kovi played in the league once for Tamayut in the 2016-2017 Premier League season, where he scored 5 goals. And another huge signing who has to be a goalkeeper. Yes, Rashid Seidu has signed for Inter Allies. He's a 2-time Premier League winner with Kotoko in 2012 and then Wild Stars in 2016. And he comes in to give competition to Gideon Ahinkra, who happens to be the #1 goalkeeper for Inter Allies. And then they also have a Nigerian signing from Romo Stars, Ali Asa he's one top defender who will come in to beef up their defense. And then earlier on, Seydou Adamu talked about Michael Otto moving to, regional rivals, Great Olympics. So for Interlight, their main problem will be how to get a replacement for Asamoah Gyan and Victoria Adebayo, who was actually doing the good for them in the truncated season.
Okay, let's get back to Nuhu. Nuhu, let's go to Wafa and Kim Faisal.
Well, a quick one on Wafa. Wafa, they are only losing Richard Danson, and I don't think that's going to affect them because last season they played most of their matches without him. So Richard Danson is the only out of Wafa now. Charles Boateng is back with the team, and then all the other players too are players they are promoting from the under-17 with Ransford Daco. Ransford Daco scored in their friendly today against Interlight when they beat them 2-0. So basically, Wafa are having most of their players still around. Yusufu Ate, who is part of the Togo national team squad for the 2021 African Cup of Nations. Ibrahim Abukari, who is the captain of the side. Prosper Yabu is still there. Augustin Boache, Samson Japan, Andre Suntim. These are players who were doing it quite well for Wafa last season, and they are still there. With the goalkeepers, Prince Atodosin and then Ferdinand Sabiakwa, you can be rest assured of a very good Wafa side. For Kimfesa, I can confirm that they have made the most signings in the transfer window, and then that's one thing from Kimfesa. They've signed 19 players. These are the players that have been confirmed at this moment. So probably we can get more than 20 or more players signing for Kimfesa. A quick one through the 19 players: Paul Akrugu, Sule Mohammed, David Owusu J, Magdenis Elidoche, Mutawakil Fuseni, Andy Odue Champon, Yakubu Wadudu, Sadiq Adams striker. This is Sadiq Adams who played for Wild Stars some time ago. Prince Papako, Pyros Bafo, Kojo Frimpong, Enoch Morrison, Daniel Yemo, Frank Menu, Daniel Okain, Gideon Ofei, joining from Dreams FC, Makelamo also joining from Dreams FC, Misbao Adam Okorunku, Razak Dariba. So Kimfesa signing 19 new players in the transfer window. They've already lost 12 players: Mustafa Bampoy, Yusuf Moro, who are goalkeepers, Patrick Bano, Godfred Sapon, Godfred Danson, Gabo Mohammed, Yao Obin, Kasim Abdul Karim, Mujib Hakim, Baba Yahya, who was one of the top players for Kimfesa last season, Idris Usala, Ibrahim Osman, formerly who joined on loan from Kumasi Asante Kotoko last season, scored 8 goals in 14 games for Kimfesa. He's gone back to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Rashad Kofi also left the club. And a quick one on Inter-Allies. Romak was talking about replacement for Adebayo, and I can confirm that Liberian striker who is called Chauncey Freeman has signed for Inter-Allies. They are just waiting for his ITC before they confirm him. And then Francis Adete, former captain of Tamayut, is also joining Inter-Allies. So these are some of the deals I have from Inter-Allies this evening. So George and Gary, that's what you've got. How far we've come in the transfer window.
That's right. Let's end with you, Muftau, on Dreams FC and Liberty Professionals.
Dreams FC, in my opinion, did the best of signings, if not in terms of clout, but in terms of ability, in terms of quality. One key name everyone was talking about was Joseph Esu when he completed that move from House of Oak to Dreams FC on free transfer. And then there's also the acquisition of Ajenim Boateng from Nzima Kotoko. He scored an incredible 38 goals in 52 matches. And let's not forget, in the 2016-2017 Premier League season, there was one man who was playing for Great Olympics. That player was Abel Manomi. And this is a gentleman who's also joined up to the setup of Dreams FC. I had mentioned a couple of minutes ago that the head of Dreams Media had hinted that they were going to confirm another signing. Just as we speak, maybe probably in the next couple of minutes, that signing should be up there, because at this point, Dreams FC are fully convinced that they've got a very great setup. They have about 15 players out on loan, with 7 of them who were regulars all out there on loan, because they feel that as a club that is responsible for grooming talent. Let's not forget they still in belief and in God we trust, and all these feeder clubs of Dreams FC have so many youngsters that they promote to the senior team. So these players have gone on loan, but I think that they did some of the best signings in the transfer window. Now let's go to Liberty Professionals. Liberty is the club that lost arguably one of the best midfielders we have in the country, in the person of Mubarak Alassane. Unfortunately, he left the shores of the country, but the club has had so many quality acquisitions. If you take a look at their starting lineup, they have the likes of Emmanuel Paga, who is joining the setup. They've also signed Bernard Sponsor from Dreams FC. There's also the acquisition of Maxwell Ansah. These are players that Liberty are fully convinced that they are going to have the best of seasons. There's also one key signing in the setup of Dreams Liberty Professional that has to do with Hussein Mohammed. This is an incredible talent. Incredible talent. There's also Emmanuel Kumi, who is a left back, another incredible talent. So for the setup of Interallies this season, they are going to be very, very great. Then one man we all saw last season was Abraham Wayo, exhilarating player. He's not a new signing, but I think he's yet to announce himself to the Ghana Premier League followers. In the ongoing preseason, he has scored about 6 goals. And this is the boy I'm sure David Oklu will be looking forward to deliver the goods for Liberty Professional this season. There's also one Intia Hine who is going to be that man running, CK Akuna will say, causing confusion for the back lines of oppositions. I think Intia Hine is going to be that man who is going to deliver. They've lost someone like Elvis Chebafo, but I think Emmanuel Paga is going to be a perfect replacement. Intia Hine is still there. There's also George Amoakun. There's also George Anson. These were players we saw in the cancelled Ghana Premier League season, and I think that they are still going to be great. Someone like Adams Mohammed, reports we are picking are that he's here to fully renew his contract with the club, but they are confident that they might tie him down to sign. Just back to Dreams FC in a bit. Let's not forget that there was one player who played for the under-23 team in the person of Michael Agbekonu. He feels like a new signing. Just recently, they announced that he has signed a 3-year contract to renew with the club. Because of injury, he was out for a very long time. And I think that coming into this Premier League season, he feels more of a new signing to followers of the Ghana Premier League. That is basically the information I've got from these two clubs in the transfer.
Thank you very much.
This season.
Right, let's say thank you to you, New Adams, for doing a fantastic job. To you, James Soa. To you, Felix Romak, and to you, Jeff. To Chisedu Adamu, and Atapoku joining us on the show as well. Kwame Jumo, everybody who has made this work out. Just about time to step up.
Yes, just about time to step up. We'll be reading just a couple of your comments on Twitter as well as on WhatsApp. You've been fantastic with us, and we thank you very much. Says you guys are doing a wonderful job. Good news to see Asamoah Gyan coming to the GPL. It will attract more fans. I'm Felix from West Legon. Hello, G&G. The biggest deal I can smell Justice Bay happening tonight. Mohammed Bello from Techiman. Gary and George, you're the best with Joy Sports. The team as well. I'm happy for Asamoah Gyan. I wish he signed for Hearts. I'm Castro Steven from Chiana. I love this show, guys. You are doing a great job. Multimedia is the best. This is from Joseph inside New Botiano.
Always a pleasure to come your way with anything that there is in the world of sports, whether local or foreign. That's what we stand for here at Joy Sports, and we love it that we have just started this. Remember, when it comes to the Ghana Premier League this season, Joy Sports remains your home, and we're going to be continuing leading. Now remember that we've got more coming your way in terms of our GPL primers. Next week, Friday, we've got the Kotoko edition of the GPL primer, and then the following Friday, we come your way with Omnibus edition. Gary.
Yes, George Addo Jr., thank you very much for ending Breast Cancer Awareness Month in style. It was his idea for us to wear pink.
Yeah, of course, I know.
So, this is our way on the last day of October.
That's right.
also celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month with the Ghana Premier League Transfer Countdown Show. I am Gary L. Smith, and on behalf of the entire Joy Sports team, production, technical, everybody, it's been great. Good night.